All right, today's class is about making sure that you are ready on the day of your debate. Some of you, that is next week, 6 days away. So I want to tell you what exactly is going to happen on that day and give you some indications on how to prepare so you know exactly what's happening on the day that you come in. Next Wednesday, you will have a last-minute prep day. That's a 2-hour delay, I believe. So you'll have an abbreviated time, about 30 minutes, to meet with your partner or partners and make sure that you are all on the same page as far as preparation goes. At the end of class, I'm even going to give you a checklist that'll say, hey, did I do this? Yes. Did I do this? Yes. So it'll really prepare you. But right now, I'd like to give you a little bit of a sense of how exactly I will grade you. What am I holding you accountable for? And that's why I want you looking in your student's debate assignment packet. Go toward the back and take a look at some of the assessments and grades about the debate day. First of all, you'll find out that my biggest grade is the speaking. And all students must speak. So I believe it's on the bottom of page 4 and then over to page 5. You have a very detailed rubric, a lot of criteria on how exactly I will grade your speaking ability. So if you're wondering what's going through Clarkson's head when he's sitting there with the pen and marking down points, those are the questions. And look, I even wrote them out in question form. So if you're looking at, excuse me, Shelby, if you're looking at pacing, what does he mean by pacing? Does the student speak at a reasonable speed without rushing through ideas or pausing excessively? So if you're delivering a speech and you just pause for 20 seconds reading through materials and trying to figure out where you are, you'll lose a point for pacing because you just paused. If you're reading through your speech like this and nobody can really understand what you're saying, and at any point, and you just kind of mumble everything together, then you'll lose a point for pacing. So this rubric will give you an indication of how exactly I would like you to deliver your speech. Everybody must do this. All of you must take notes. And below that, below the speaking rubric, you'll see something about taking notes. I expect you to take notes during the debate, submit those notes at the end of the debate. Not the audience, just the participants. You'll take notes. More on that in a minute. Your group must develop a simple visual presentation, and you'll see that in the assignment packet under visualizing. So visualizing means that I expect to see something up here when you're delivering speeches, and that must be simple. So emphasis on the simple. If you're not quite one slide? No, we need a little bit more than that. But simple meaning I don't want to see a lot of material on the slides. Today I'm going to give you my constructive speech from the smoking example with a visual presentation, so I'll show you exactly what I'm looking for. And it's really simple to throw together. This individual grade. If your partner totally drops the ball, it doesn't hurt your grade. This individual grade. If you decide not to take notes, your partner's strength in taking notes does not help you. It's individual. This group, those of you who think, man, my partner doesn't really help me out, it's just going to be me, don't worry, it's not a big deal. Throwing that presentation together, I could throw a presentation for the speech together in about 5 or 10 minutes. It's not all that challenging. But I'll give you a really clear indication when I actually give you the sample that I'm going to give you in just a moment. So, initial little questions about the grading? 3 grades up there? No? Good? Josiah? Yes, everybody makes a speech. So you will either make a constructive or a rebuttal. And if you want to know about what exactly those are, then you can take a look at that debate skills primer that I've given you. Yes? No. Oh, that's right. You can if you both want to, but remember you have 2 debates. Okay? You have 2 debates, which means between the 2 of you, there are 4 speeches. But let's just talk about one debate day. Turn to the debate day schedule. It's at the bottom of page 6 and then over to page 7. First thing is just prep. That's step 1. Step 2 is an affirmative constructive. So Josiah, let's say you and your partner, who's your partner again? You and Jordan are on the affirmative. Okay. Let's say you give the constructive. Then Jordan gives the affirmative rebuttal. Each of you has spoken once, right? Okay, good. Now, your next debate, you're on negative, right? You see there's a negative constructive on that schedule? Let's say Jordan gives the negative constructive. Then you give the negative rebuttal. So total, there have been 4 speeches over 2 days. You gave 2, and he gave 2. Totally equal. You gave a constructive and a rebuttal. He gave a constructive and a rebuttal. You can divide that however you want. If you want both constructives, he wants both rebuttals, that's fine. If he wants both constructives and you want both rebuttals, that's fine. You want to go back and forth, that's fine too. Totally your decision. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Take a look at the debating skills primer that you have in front of you, and you'll see, I'm not going to read through this document. This is totally for your benefit. I just handed this out to you. But this gives you some indication of what I expect you to do on the day of. If you are delivering a constructive speech, there are some of your responsibilities. It also tells you what my requirements are as far as submission of copies of paper, speeches, whatever. So there's some general preparation comments, how you deliver a constructive, how you deliver a rebuttal, how you construct, ask, and answer questions on the back, and then some indications on how to take notes. So here during the debate and in preparing for the debate, use this document, please. This is a practical what to actually do during the debate document, so use it. There for your reference. Other questions? All right, then let's see the sample. I want you to participate. I want you to be active during this. I want you to have some paper out because I want you to take notes. I want you to pay attention to my delivery of the speech. Listen to how I'm doing it and watch my visual presentation. I want you to imagine that you are my opponent. You're my opponent. So I want you to take notes as if you were my opponent. And how do you do that? Well, look at the bottom of the debating skills primer, back of the back page, last section, taking notes. Gives you some indication on how to take notes. Also want you to think about questions that you might ask during a cross-examination period. You are my opponent right now. We are still working with my standard example, the total federal ban on smoking. I am AF, you are neg. I want you to listen, I want you to take notes. Good?